Good evening, students. Today, I am coming here to discuss something about this lesson 15, Our Environment, from class 10. As due to this uh, corona virus or the COVID-19 pandemic, our syllabus is reduced. So, in this lesson 15, from 15.3 onwards, this part is omitted for this year. So the previous part, only few part is there which we are going to discuss now. So first of all, when we are going to discuss about the environment, our environment, so you have to know what is environment. Okay, so environment means the surrounding, the all these living, non-living things around us within which we are present. So together it can be considered as the environment. So definitely the environment contains some non-living things like air, water, yes or no? Same way, living things are also there in the environment. So both living and non-living together, their combination and their interrelationship all together we can consider as the environment. So environment also represents the weather condition, climate, wind. Okay, these things are also represented by environment. Now, first thing it is given here, what happens when we add our waste to the environment? So already I told you that there should be a good relationship among we and the environment. If the relationship is hampered, then all of us will be affected. We also will be affected. The other factors, other components of the environment also may be affected. So that is why we have to maintain it. We should be careful for that. So first thing it is asked, what happens when we add our waste to the environment? So waste, so many types of wastes are there. Some of them are, they are biodegradable, and some of them are non-biodegradable. So if our waste, those which we are going to add in the environment, if they are biodegradable, then these wastes, they get mixed with the environment and they decompose in the environment, and as a result of which it is not affecting much the environment. But those wastes which are non-biodegradable, that means which does not mix up with the environment, which is not decomposed by the microorganisms, so that type of wastes, they may create some problems in the environment. They may create pollution also in the environment. So that is here it is mentioned. Okay, so just now I used the word, one is the biodegradable and another one is the non-biodegradable. So I hope you understood the meaning. So biodegradable means those components, those things which get mixed with the environment by the action of the microorganisms. They are decomposed. They may be decomposed in the soil, they may be decomposed in the air, they may be decomposed in the water. That means they get mixed and with the various components of the environment, so they are biodegradable. On the other hand, some others which are said as non-biodegradable, that means they does not mix up with the air or soil or water. They cannot be decomposed by the microorganisms. So it is mentioned here. Then some questions are there. About the questions we will discuss later. After that, second term, it is given the ecosystem. So already I told you what is environment. So ecosystem is one part of the environment. That means in a particular environment, there may be so many ecosystems. So ecosystem is what? In a particular area, those living organisms are there, they, along with the other non-living things which are present in that same area, and their interrelationship, that means how they are related to each other, all these things together, we can say that is an ecosystem. So ecosystem, you can understand, ecosystem is like a, like one particular area where the relationship is there among the various living organisms as well as the non-living things present there. So that is a ecosystem. So that is why I am telling that there are so many ecosystems in the environment. For example, one very common and simple example of the ecosystem, that is the pond. Common example of ecosystem. So in a pond, what are there? That means so many aquatic animals are there. Fish is there, frog is there, some snakes are there, some insects are there. Again, some plants are also there. The water plants are there. Algae is there. Some fungi are also there. Again, the microorganisms are there. So virus is there. Maybe amoeba is there. Maybe bacteria is there. So like this, microorganisms are also there. And the non-living things. For example, the sunlight is there. Okay, water is there. Oxygen is there. Mud is there. That means soil is there. So all these things, they should be present in the pond, then only life is possible there. If some of them are taken out, then it disturbs, it hampers the others. For example, in a pond, if we take out the oxygen from the water, then definitely the water animals will die. Yes or no? If we take out the insects from the pond, then some animals which are taking the insects as their food, they will die. So like this, it will be hampered. That means in an ecosystem, those components which are present, they are always in a relationship with each other. If any one of them is reduced or any one of them is taken out, then it creates a problem to the others. So that is, you have to know. And then after, what are its components? I mean, what are the components of the ecosystem? So these components of the ecosystem, there are so many components, but they are categorized mainly into two. One is the biotic, another one is the abiotic. That means biotic means those living things that are present in a ecosystem, that are biotic components, and the non-living things which are present in the ecosystem, which are essential for the ecosystem, they are termed as the abiotic components. So for example, in the pond ecosystem, if you think, those means living animals, let the fish is there, frog is there, snake is there. So all of these insects are there. All of these are the biotic components. On the other hand, the water, the air, the sunlight, the mud, these things, non-living things, they are the abiotic components. So living are the biotic components and non-living are the abiotic components of the ecosystem. So then, like this ecosystem, already I told you that in one environment or in our surrounding, in this world, there are so many ecosystems, and among these ecosystems, most of them are natural. That means naturally they are formed, but some of them are artificial too. Human beings are also making some ecosystems. One very simple example is the garden, okay, or you can say the aquarium. So these are man-made, artificial. So how this garden is an ecosystem, I am telling you. So in a garden, generally what we are doing, let one flower garden also maybe, or one vegetable garden maybe. So in a garden, what we are doing, we are planting some valuable plants. Some flowers we are planting, or some fruits plants, or some vegetable plants we are planting. So that we are doing, but for taking them, for eating these things, or for their various purposes, other animals are also coming there. For example, butterfly may come, various insects may come, birds may come to take shelter also, they may come to take the nectar also, they may come. Again, to eat the means that type of animals, to take that type of animals as their prey. Snake also may come, rat also may come, mouse also may come. Like this, so many animals, ants are also coming to that places to collect their various things from that area. So like this, the garden, in the garden there will be a gathering of various animals uh, in this particular area. And in the same time, in the garden we are pouring water, we are allowing to the sun to the sunlight also we are allowing to fall there. Then wind is also there, air is also there, rain is also there. So all these things are also coming to that particular garden, and there should be a relationship. If we are not pouring water in the garden, definitely the plants will die. Definitely we have to pour water, we have to maintain the proper water system there. Again, we have to allow the sunlight also to fall there, and sufficiently the soil, then manures also we have to put there. So all these things we are putting there, and they are also having making one relationship with the plants, as well as those animals which are dependent upon the plants. They are also running there, they are also coming there. So definitely there will be a relationship will be formed among all these. So thus this garden can be considered as an ecosystem. I hope you understood. So for today, these things I have explained. If you have any doubt, you can give me comments here, or you can send me messages through the WhatsApp. And in my next video, I will discuss about the food chain and the food web. So till then, take care and goodbye.